Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio. And this is June 12th, 2020. How y'all doing? I don't know if you all are aware, but next week we are going into Mercury in retrograde. And we are definitely in the shadow. Oh my God. I'm telling you, it's been a time of biting your tongue and really taking a lot of effort to get things done. You know, it's amazing. Hey, Joe, I see you. You look awesome if you can see me. So I'm just reminding you, if things are, a little wackier than what they normally are, that Mercury's going in retrograde next week, the end of next week. It's not a time to start new projects once it gets into retrograde. You really have to be careful with your words, the power of the spoken word. Don't make any plans. You know, this is a time when it says we may plan and God laughs. Oh, big time. So, yeah, good times, huh? And I just have to remind everybody, because I think everybody's forgotten again. You remember Fukushima and the nuclear accident that happened there? It's still happening. And yeah, I find it interesting. And before COVID-19, nobody, especially in the medical field, was giving anybody's deaths any relation to radiation. Not a peep. And, you can have a heart attack if you're outside too much breathing in high radiation. Of course, they'll put you down as a heart attack. It has nothing to do with radiation. Why? Because the government is not addressing it. And now if you have a heart attack and die, it's all COVID-19, COVID-19. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I'm reminding you that we are also breathing heavy radiation in the air. And, do your cleanses, make sure you take extra vitamins, and, do the bath cleanses with salt and baking soda and hydrogen peroxide, if you can get hydrogen peroxide nowadays. But that's a very good radiation cleanse. So tonight we are going to talk about reptilians. Oh my God. And whether you believe in it or not, I don't care. So this is my point of view, my experiences. And, you can listen to it, agree with it, shelve it. I don't care. Set it aside for something later. Maybe you'll have an aha. So reptilians, let's see, what are reptilians, you ask? Okay, well, the best example of a reptilian I can give you is Donald Trump. Mean, nasty, absolutely no feeling, no emotion, no empathy, will screw you over in a heartbeat, double speak. And, if you look at Trump's face, and I'm sorry, I know you really don't want to, but when occasion you have to, you look at it and it's reptilian face. That man is done changed over the years, and he can't shapeshift anymore. I mean, it's really coming out, holding his body form. And of course, so I think he's a clone. But anyway, so we're going to talk about reptilians. And I have over the years actually seen a couple of people shapeshift, and one into a reptile and the other one into a demon. Both were really, really crazy. Now I'm 67, so this happened, oh my God, almost 40 years ago. And talk about wanting to put something up on the shelf and not knowing what to do with it. So we were in Pennsylvania, 4th of July, and these people bragged about seeing a lot of saucers and spaceships. And, back then, 40 years ago, that was a really cool thing to see spaceships. Not now. So we went to this 4th of July event they had on their property, and it was, a lot of woods, and they had a lot of acres. And so we went, for this walk with this man who was actually giving this little talk. And as he was talking, I swear to God, this man shapeshifted into a reptilian. And what kind of reptilian are we talking about, Face? Well, you know, Jurassic Park, the raptor Face, he transformed his face into that raptor, and then it shapeshifted back into human form. And I was not high. Okay, not even on a marshmallow high. And you can get high off of marshmallows. I know you can, believe me. Okay. I wasn't high. And then after, you know, we went our little walk and got back to the camp, and we were sitting by the fireside and, you know, going, did you see what I saw? Did you see him shapeshift? And I wasn't the only one, but back then it's like, what are you going to do with that knowledge? You shelve it for later on. Well, now it's later on and I've taken it off the shelf. The next time, I was with this group of people that was actually dealing with something pretty dark called the Enochian tablets, and it's calling in demons. Yeah. But I really didn't quite realize what they were doing back then. Oh, it's nice when the light bulb goes on. Anyway, we were at this man's house and we were just chatting with him, and he went from nice man to demon face, back to nice man, back to demon face. And I looked at the guy across from me and I said, you know, it's time to go. So we left. And that was another one of those, whoa, what do I do with this? But put it on the shelf, and I ain't hanging around that guy anymore. And if you really want to know a whole lot more about reptilians, you know, David Icke's got a really good book called Reptilians. How cool, right? So tonight we're going to do some energy work with reptilians and actually declaring our human enlightenment. And yeah, I love doing energy work on air because it goes out on the airwaves and it just keeps traveling and traveling and traveling, and we can keep giving it more energy, you know, just like the dark side does. Oh. All right, and we're going to talk a little bit about working with divine energy and how to recognize and short circuit reptilians, and how to do a little protective energy work around your house and to raise its energy, all that fun stuff. So let's do the energy work first, and then we will we'll do the fun stuff. Well, I'm sorry, I consider energy work fun too. So as I'm doing this energy work, we're going to create a bubble of light, and I'm going to put the energy work in there. And as I'm doing it, I want you to imagine and send from your hands and from your heart chakra and all your upper chakras, light energy into this bubble to amplify it. And I want you to feel reconnected to the Creator. And as you do, feel all that high energy come pouring into your body, all the way down your legs, out your feet, into the earth, your arms, out your hands, down your spine. I want you to feel totally consumed in this divine high energy. All right, so we created a bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we are putting in all human life forms, all hybrid life forms, reptilian life forms. And we're going to declare human enlightenment from reptilian rule. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am. Through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. Anunnaki reptilians, you no longer have our permission to misuse humans, past, present, future, which includes the stealing, killing, making slaves of us, our children, nor any other human life form, unjustly imprisoning us for crimes that we did not commit, drinking human blood, eating human flesh, and feeding off of human energy. You no longer have permission to mass manipulate humankind through colonization, nor through any means, including simple deceptions, nanotech, chemtrails, fluoride, scalar, HARP, CERN, sound, vibration, drugs, religion, money, debt, chaos, and war. We cut all ties, binds, oaths, vows, curses, including all magic that manipulating Anunnaki reptilians have between humans that are keeping us enslaved. As these ties are cut, we call the energy of the violet flame to transmute all dark energy that is holding humanity back from evolving to light. We now see all of humankind being reconnected to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings. That is our truth birthright. We now close all interdimensional portals that the Anunnaki reptilians enter our world from, including any portals being open from any satanic Babylon ritual, the CERN, or the HARP. As we close and seal these portals, we make them invisible, so they no longer can be used, as well as cutting ties and neutralizing all satanic symbols that open gates for demons to enter. We ask the Creator that it's for the highest good of Earth and all life forms, that the Creator steps in, neutralizing the single white chromosome that is added to the reptilian DNA that makes the reptilians more aggressive and warlike. We see it being replaced with a chromosome that makes them kinder and compassionate, compelling them to speak only truth. This also lets the Anunnaki now be released from all addiction they have to the dense physical world and the sensation it offers. Let this release be done now. And if it's for the highest good of the planet, we ask the Creator to raise the energies and frequency vibration fields that are affecting all inner space planes that are between dimensions that the Anunnaki reptilians exist in. We send the violet flame through those areas to transmute all lower vibration frequencies back to light, as well as clearing out addiction energies being held in those spaces that are feeding the Anunnaki reptilians. As this is done, the earth begins to raise the vibration back to light, freeing the planet of the lower vibrational pole. We also cut all ties to vril energy between humans and the Anunnaki reptilians that allows shape-shifting and interdimensional travel. Cancel clear all psycho drugs that are suppressing our intelligence, along with vaccines. May it all turn to water. We cut ties and cancel clear all reptilian DNA energies activated by the vibrational frequencies created by the Illuminati satanic secret society rituals that activate demon possession by the Anunnaki reptilians, especially in those that have reptilian bloodline. We cut ties to the moon, along with energies it emits that affect our emotions, creating a vibrational field that keeps us from evolving into a higher consciousness. Let's anchor the violet flame inside the moon to transmute all out of balance energy back to light. Then we reconnect every cell, atom, molecule in the moon back to the Creator, commanding all out of balance energies to become neutral or only emit love. We place high power magnets to all equipment inside the moon and see space dust invading the equipment, causing it to break down. We call to the Galactic Federation or whoever is in charge of our galaxy, asking that you now take control of the moon and remove any manipulating aliens that are hurting humans and Earth that is keeping us from quantum leaping into divine enlightenment. Any contracts we may have with these aliens are now null and void, past, present, and future. If it's for the highest good of the planet, we ask the Creator to raise the energies and frequency vibration fields that are affecting all inner space planes that are between dimensions that the Anunnaki reptilians exist in. We send the violet flame through those areas to transmute all lower vibration frequencies back to light, as well as clearing out all addiction energies being held in those spaces that are feeding the Anunnaki reptilians. Now let's cancel clear all dark work done on any vortexes or portals. As this is done, the Earth begins to raise a vibration back to light, freeing the planet of the lower vibrational pull. Let's cut ties to the cycle of reincarnation between the astral illusion and the physical illusion and back again. If it's for humanity's highest good, let us all be filled with freedom of thought and expression that allows us to express different views. As we break free from reptilian Anunnaki B mentality, we release all fear, guilt, and need for approval. That reptilian Anunnaki B mentality wants us to have. As we break free from that mentality, we release all fear, guilt, and need for approval that manipulates humanity to suppressing itself. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear, and delete. We cut ties to all unconscious gatekeepers to the matrix, including our parents, family, and scientists who try to limit our uniqueness and suppress who we really are. We ask the Creator to neutralize all patches on scientists that are making them do things against their will, setting them free. We are now cutting ties and remove all blueprint overlays that suppress our souls. As these overlays are removed, we now are open to multi-dimensional existence. This also allows us to balance our male-female energies that also will allow us to create a third force of divine potential. We reactivate the hormone in our brain that allows us to become telepathic and spiritual beings. We cancel clear all Illuminati secret society rituals that are activating the reptilian DNA in humans. Instead, we see these rituals being reversed and now empowering humans, helping everyone reconnect to source. Love can and is changing our genetic code, reconnecting us to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings that have unlimited potential. We ask the Creator to step in, and if it's for humanity's highest good, that all ties to the Anunnaki Nordic races are now cut forever. As these ties are cut, we see a change in hybrids, releasing the beehive mentality, allowing them to become an individual who has memories now of individual choices, family bonding, and freedom. We see all of humanity be reconnected to the Creator, resulting in all reverse thoughts being removed from our DNA. As humanity reconnects to the Creator, we become awakened spiritual beings that are unlimited with all kinds of new positive possibilities running through our hearts and minds. Let's cut ties that the Anunnaki reptilians have for gold. We call to the Mother Earth to now take back all energies of gold, as well as all other metals that have been taken from her. We now tap into the entire energy vortexes that were used to take all this material off the planet, commanding these vortexes to gently reverse themselves, pulling all this energy back into the earth. This includes all gold that was taken to other galaxies and misused. We see the Mother Earth pulling back all this gold energy that was used in any cloaking devices anywhere in the galaxies. We ask the Mother Earth to pull back all the gold energy that is in jewelry form on Earth or anywhere in those galaxies from those that are misusing it. As this energy is returned to the Earth, she goes back into divine balance. As soon as the energy of all metals is returned to the Earth, all vortexes go back to their correct spin. We command Michael and your band of angels to cut ties to all Anunnaki satanic symbols, including the obelisk, dome, eye, triangle, the pyramid, five-pointed star, black and white checkerboard, squares, Nazi swastika, masquerade Illuminati balls, including people wearing costume, masks, black hats, the all-seeing eye, and subliminal messages that show one eye being covered, the shape of the pyramid, the sun, owl, a rainbow, Baphomet, the sign of the 666, peace sign next to the eye, including the devil's horn sign. We're going to violet flame and all those energies to neutralize and transmute all subliminal symbols and signs. We now cut ties to all words on the Georgia Guidestones. We now cut ties to all music, creating spells and all demons attached, tying and binding the demons, then send them back to the Creator, filling that space up with an angel of peace. Cancel clear all thoughts of the Anunnaki, Illuminati, Satan have, that it is their destiny to rule. We revoke all rights of the Merovingian bloodline to rule. We call to Michael the Archangel to take his sword of blue flame and cut all ties to all satanic Anunnaki magic around all life forms, organic, inorganic, including movie stars, all singers and illusion makers, the music, TV, movie, cable, and radio, communication fields, industries, politicians, leaders, religious leaders, military personnel of all ranks and all decision makers, plants and animals worldwide, anyone who will sacrifice their spiritual values for power, knowledge, or material, also called a Fautesian pact. This includes all skins this magic is written on, no matter where Satan and the reptilians keeps it hidden, as ties to all the satanic reptilian black magic and pacts that were made with Satan and the reptiles are cut. We call the violet flame to clean up all that energy, and then we send the angel light energy to heal it and fill it up with the Creator's divine love. So we command the skin and parchments of all reptilians to now be neutral, only emitting love. I call upon fire elemental to blaze and burn in all the vaults and everyone where the skins and parchments of magic are kept. Let the flame do the final cleansing and see all the reptilian, satanic vaults, ethereal or in physical, in flame and burning till all skin and parchments that contracts are written on in ashes. And all trusts are hereby dissolved through the sacred trust that God has with humans to set us free. All declarations spoken of in the 1966 that declared the beginning age of Satan reptilian is now canceled, cleared, and we now declare the age of divine enlightenment to be set into action. We also cancel clear all references to Lucifer rising and tie and bind anyone who takes on that title, whether on earth or in physical form. We cut ties to all reptilian, black, satanic magic, all their ties that they've had with Satan, and that they've tried to place on all life form souls, the planet Earth, going back to the time when Satan was cast out of heaven through this present time and future of our planet. The ties and binds of this energy and all souls are now cut free from your bondage. Satan, reptilians, Anunnaki owns no one. The people of this planet all have their very own direct link to God, the Creator, thus in charge of all dominion on the planet. You do not own the world, humans, nor any souls on the planet or anywhere. We can manage our own sacred trusts with the Creator ourselves. Reptilians that do satanic magic, you are fired. Includes Trump. We now reconnect all those souls to the Creator, helping them become awakened, conscious, spiritual beings. So we're also going to cut ties to all of the reptilian Satan trust he set up, claiming all real estate as his, then binding that in magic. All the trust that they created that makes people slaves, again, binding that through magic. All trusts called Sequigby, claiming all souls to Anunnaki, reptilian, Satan, and the Catholic Church. As we cut those ties, we violet flame to clean it up, angel light energy to heal, fill it up with love. We call the fire elemental to burn all those skins, all those parchments are written on till in ashes. See all souls being set free again, becoming awakened spiritual beings. We cut all ties and magical contracts Anunnaki, Reptilian, Satan had with the Roman Vatican Church Empire and with Hitler. All concordats are now dissolved by the violet flame, healed in angel light and reconnected to the Creator, now becoming neutral, only emitting love. The energy of the first through the Fourth Reich is now dissolved. Call the higher selves of all beings worshiping Anunnaki, reptiles, Satan, past, present, future, to step forward in the light of God and renounce the reptilian Satan, all the lies, deception, chaos, and wars you create. And if you choose not to, which is your free will, call your higher self and guardian angel to put you all in positions of harmlessness now. We remove all veils, overlays you have placed on each other, cut the oaths you have taken together, binding you to each other and your projects, now removed. For those of you who choose to stay with Satan, again, your free will, we place you all in a bubble of mirror, the mirror facing you, so any dark energy you try and send out will stay contained, and we add the violet flame to cleanse this energy so it does not gain any strength. The bubble of mirror will stay up 24/7, 365 days a year, from here through eternity. It will dissolve when you choose to work in light of Creator and not Satan. Until then, the bubble keeps you powerless. We see humanity and all life forms becoming awakened spiritual beings with unlimited potential, breaking free of the energy of slave and money. We ask the Creator that if it's for our highest good to help us disconnect from the reptilian part of our brain, activating the God brain. And as people awaken, they thirst for esoteric knowledge. As humans awaken, we see them stop generating the emotional energy the Anunnaki reptilians demand, and instead sending out a high love vibration. We imagine a change in the earth frequencies that was manufactured to shut off part of our DNA's multidimensional potential to be reversed, to activate our divine DNA instead. As this is done, the planet and all life forms shift into divine enlightenment. As the veils are removed, see everyone also refusing microchipping and vaccines. We ask the Creator to give special grace and set free all souls that have signed their souls over to the reptilians and Satan for fame, money, and power, as well as the ones who have had their souls consumed by a demon after death, willingly and unwillingly. As they're released, we send their souls through the violet flame to transmute their energy back to light, then send them back to the heart of God. We ask the demons and the satanic reptilians to stop doing this practice if you choose to, which is, again, your free will. We ask your higher self to put you in a position of harmlessness now. As this is done, the planet and all life forms quantum leap into the golden age of divine enlightenment. All right, fill that up with light and love. And we are going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. Wow, it's been a long time since I did that energy work, and I didn't realize how long it was. But you have to admit, it's all encompassing, don't you think? Yeah. All right. So, and for those of you that may have tuned in late and probably said, what the heck is she doing? We were doing energy work to declare human enlightenment and really put reptilians who worship Satan and Satan, that energy, in positions of harmlessness and neutralize their ass. And yeah, if you want to call this white magic, okay, if you will. I prefer to call myself a shaman. But you know darn well, those that do satanic work, they do rituals, they do dark magic. And if we don't do the light energy, they're going to have power. And you know what, guys? Light is moving forward. We have seen, we are witnessing a big revolution right now. And it's the revolution of people, just like the women's movement and the women saying, we're over this. We're not doing this anymore. We're not keeping our mouth shut. Police, we cannot handle the police brutality anymore. It's not acceptable. And they're getting called out on it, which they should be. And, defund the police, take away some of their money, which they really don't need. And they don't need all that military equipment, for God's sake, nor all the responsibilities they've been given. So, this can turn into something really lovely for the planet and really a big enlightenment moment, which it is an enlightened moment, and it's keep going, it's snowballing. And don't forget, July 4th, we're doing Light Revolution 2020, and we're going to do 1 hour of, again, chanting and anchoring divine enlightenment to the planet and do another quantum leap. We got to keep this snowballing. And I am not sure when summer solstice is that we're coming up against, but we're going to do more energy work on that day also. And if I can only have access to Facebook Live, then that's where I will do it. So let's talk more about reptilians. We all know them. It's definitely, there is a frequency difference. Now, the best way that I have found to mess with reptilian energy is to stay in a high vibration. Now, they feed off of low vibrations such as anger, hurt, shock, depression, jealousy, war, worry, all that low stuff. Now, reptilians are energy vampires that feed off of humans. Not only do they suck our energy when we're at our worst, our negative vibrations going out, but they also drink our blood, eat our human flesh to be able to stay in their veiled human forms. They create wars to feed off that dark energy as well as steal our children for their life forces. Now, we're talking about the lowest of life forms in the universe that refuse to shift. And they're also what we can call the pirates of the universe. And one thing, they can't stand positive energy and vibration, the love energy. This is one energy, they really don't want, that love energy. So raise your energy through chanting, praying, singing songs of divine devotion, or work with the transmuting energy of the violet flame. Whatever works for you. Call down that divine energy. And as long as you put the word divine in front of that word, you are calling down that aspect of God, which is pretty high energy, I have to admit. So now, in your mind's eye, just take a minute. See your family in a higher vibration. See them wrapped in that really high divine creator's energy. Now, come on, close your eyes. You can imagine this. Now, anchor light in every room of your home. I'll give you a little bit of time. And now do it for your business. Anchor that light. And see it expand. So not only where your office is at, your business is at, but the whole building is filled with light. See all that light energy just expand in your home and expand outside your home, going to your boundaries, your property boundaries. Now you can do a little energy work for the world and the earth. Anchor light everywhere. There's war and chaos on the earth. And now send a little bit of healing energy through your male and female DNA, amplifying the positive aspects in you. Now see that affecting all family members, including all ancestors, going backwards and forwards through all your incarnations. So stay connected to Source and call to the higher selves of all family members, asking that they all be reconnected to the Creator. Well, that's it. You know, it just takes a little effort, but how easy can it get? And I'm going to ask the Creator to send you all some of your heart's desires and everything you need to fulfill your divine missions. I'm sorry, that's not a COVID cough, okay? It's a shamanic smoker's cough. Figure that one out. All right, so how do we recognize and short circuit reptilians? So if you're in it, have you ever been in a warm room and suddenly it gets cold? I mean, really cold. Well, you've just been visited by a reptilian shapeshifter that's not only spying on you, but sucking out your life force. When you feel this, you know, you immediately call to Michael the Archangel to come with a sword of blue flame and cut the ties this creature has to anything in the room. Now we tie, especially yourself, now we tie and bind the reptilian in a rope of blue flame. Then we're going to send that reptilian through the violet flame to clean up its energy. And we're going to send it back to the Creator and fill that space up with an angel of your choice. Healing, peace, compassion, abundance, protection, or all of the above. They can multitask. And you'll notice when you do that, and that reptile is gone, the shapeshifter is gone, the room will become warm again. Now, don't get upset if it happens again, and remember that they do have an army. And you're actually doing a service by sending the reptilians back to God and bringing in an angel of light, and it raises the energy of the planet. When this first started happening to me, what the reptilians would do, the shapeshifters, and it would go from very warm, very cold, and this could even happen in the car. And when that happened, they would also come and they would poke my shoulder on one side, my right side, and they would just poke me, like someone's poking a finger at you. And so I would do the energy work, you know, cut the ties, violet flame, tie and bind, send them back to the Creator, and they would be gone. And then maybe a couple of days later, it would happen again. And I'm going, what the heck? You know, I just got rid of you. What's going on here? So that would happen for a couple of months. And then finally I was with a friend of mine and she started laughing and she went, God, Cathy, you don't get it, do you? And of course I went, duh. Of course not. Get what? Because, you know, you're doing service work. You are releasing this reptilians back to God. So they're coming to you to be released. And I went, wow, that is just totally cool, right? The best ever doing service work like that. So, you know, that may have happened another couple of weeks later. And then, you know, they stopped coming. And I'm not in their loop, so I can't explain why, other than they must have really realized that I do send them back home to the Creator. And, you know, decided not to come play with me anymore. Anyway, so I really don't have that cold, warm room experiences very often. Thank you. Now, this is how you can create sacred space around your home. Now, you can pee in a spray bottle. Yes, that's what I said, pee in a spray bottle. I didn't stutter that time. And females do not do this on your moon cycle. Now, why am I telling you to pee in a bottle? And it's just not because I'm humorous. Reptilians do not like to smell the scent of pee and urine. And they will kind of go nutso, okay? They get very uncomfortable. So what you can do, because remember, your pee is in a spray bottle, and if you've got, a piece of property, little yard, you walk around your property line and you just kind of, spritz it every now and then as you walk, and you just say, this is now sacred space. No one of lower or dark energy may enter. This is sacred space. And then around your front door, you just put a drop, okay? Just a drop. Nobody's going to smell it. And if you want to do a little extra, do it on the outside of your window. So make sure you do front door, back door, if you have it. And if you have an office that reptilians are coming in, you might want to give that a little drop in the corners of the room. Just a drop. Again, reptilians cannot stand the scent of human urine. And you may find people come into your house and just have to leave in a hurry and may not come back. And also, you'll be visited much less by reptilians, whether they're in human form or astral. Now, one time, when I was living in Topanga, California, I went to an activist meeting, and this one man came in, and he was a really troublemaker. He wasn't from the area, and, he did whatever he could to just poke and try to make people mad. And of course, the meeting ended, everybody went home. So now when it was time for the next meeting to come around, I'm thinking, I'm going to try something. I'm going to put a drop of urine, a drop, a little tiny bit on my wrists and on the cuffs of my pants, just to see what would happen. So I went into the meeting, and lo and behold, I'm telling you, Spirit, just a sense of humor. Spirit put this man right next to me, right? Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And he started shorting out. He got angry at people. He started yelling at people, saying they weren't good activists. And at the end, he goes, I'm not coming back here. And we're all going, yay. And I started laughing because I'm wearing urine, right? And I know he's a reptilian and he's flipping out, but he left. And I went, wow, this is great, right? So, if you're going to go, if you have to go anywhere, have some fun with it. You have to go into a police station for some reason, do that and see what happens with the guys around you. Or, if you're going into a meeting or whatever, and then pay attention to people that can't function and start to short out and have to leave. All right, so that is one way. Okay, now, if you have any doubts in the person you're dealing with, close your eyes, connect with your creator, take 3 deep breaths of this very high love energy. Take one more deep breath, and as you direct that divine sacred breath at them, say the name of God, whatever that aspect of God is for you, whether it's Buddha, Jesus. Oh my God, I sound like I'm from the South. Jesus. Um, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Muhammad, whoever that aspect is. So you're going to say that name. Of course, you're doing this in under your breath, and also in your mind, and do it as many times as you like and observe what happens. And again, the reptilian will begin to short out, get nervous, may leave the room, or this is the best. They may not be able to hold their human form and, do a little shape shifting for you. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you wouldn't be entertained by that, right? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh, uh-huh. So you want to have some fun. Take a small group to see if your favorite politicians speak. Can you imagine if a group of light workers did that for Trump or any of the the reptilians, Republicans that are speaking that are reptilians, and a group of people got together and let the entire group do that exercise and observe what happens to the politicians and all those around them. So now there's other things you can do, kind of short circuit reptilians, and imagine all accounts of the elite, Illuminati, skull and bones going to zero. Imagine the bank accounts, stock bonds, all investments of the elite Illuminati, skull and bones, Congress, Senate, and presidential office having all their accounts go to zero out. So imagine the IRS going broke, all zeros in their account. Imagine all the accounts of the Catholic Church going back to zero and the money going to the poor. And this is one of my favorites. See the Pentagon losing their funds in their accounts going to zero as the funds are used to repair all the damages from their war. Oh, this is another fun one. In your mind's eye, you can imagine all the bankers and the people who manipulate the stock market, people who play with imaginary money every day. Of course, it's only for their highest good. Imagine their bank accounts going to zero, all zeros, and all that money going to the people they stole from. All right, that's a little bit about reptilians. I hope you have fun with that. They're an interesting group of people, and that's what we're dealing with right now. It's humans against the reptilians. And the humans are coming out and protesting in mass, I am pleased to say. So again, guys, keep doing your energy work. And if you want to do more energy work, come to me on Facebook. Oh my God, become my friend on Facebook. And, there are times during the week I will do an impromptu live Facebook energy work. And come and give it energy if you want to do more work. You can also chant when you have time, when you're doing the dishes, when you're going for a walk or whatever, in the car. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. And just chant that. And you can tweet it. May divine enlightenment awaken within our children now. May divine enlightenment descend on our children now. I did that backwards. Oh, a dyslexic moment. Point is, you can keep calling down enlightenment. You can send energy out and use God's energy, not your personal. Use your personal energy. You will get tired. Use God's energy limitless. So send out that energy to all those protesters, everybody they need it, all the light workers. Quantum leap energy. Are you guys talking about quantum leap, light revolution? divine enlightenment. Come on, if you don't, who's going to? That's how we really get it snowballing. And you've got to be seeing what's happening. We are talking about an enlightenment, a mass awakening. And I'm excited over it. And it's interesting. I'm here in Hawaii and it's very peaceful and calm, but I'm doing a lot of energy work for everyone out there. Really, I am. So if anybody wants any more information, you can contact me on Facebook or my webpage, www.angelliteom.com, ANGELITEOM.com, and you can see my really cool Angelite tools. Also, guys, I have Faraday bags. If you don't know what they are, you put your phone in it and it cuts out all the radiation. Yeah, and you cannot be tracked. Really. So I love mine because if I don't want anyone to know where I'm at, I put my cell phone in that little bag and I go. And if I'm somewhere I need the phone, I just take it out of the bag and I use it. If you need it, I have it. They're $35 for one and two for $65. Shipping is not that expensive. So you can give me a call at 808-775-9400 at my store. And if you need, or you can call me for energy work. Also, if you go to my YouTube channel, Curse Removal is there, the Soul Retrieval is there, and all my old radio shows are there. So I am all over the place, and there's no excuse to not do energy work now. And it's spiritual overtime. It's time that we really have to kick it in gear and put a lot of effort into it. We do it now. We don't have to do it later on. And if we can get this garbage all out of the way by July 4th, I mean, come on. All we have to do now is clean up the planet. And it is going to be an interesting Mercury in retrograde starting next week, especially with Trump. I am on pins and needles and popcorn time to see what's going to come back for that man and hit him in the ass. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Well, guys, thank you again for tuning in. And this is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio, June 12th, 2020. I hope you all have a very safe weekend. Relax. If you can, enjoy. If you can, be kind to people and support people that are out there doing the work, doing the footwork and the protests and speaking out against injustice. It's an exciting time. And on that note, y'all, I am going to say good night. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you next week. This again is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show.